Hello. For people in business, the Congress can be an intimidating place. It's always busy, people wander the halls, experts are everywhere. TV cameras are constantly interviewing members of Congress who we see, hear, or read about almost every day. After all, the U.S. Capitol is the center of democracy for the entire world. But, and it's a big but, coming to Washington to advocate before members of Congress and their staff is nothing more than making a sales call. In this case, a Capitol Hill sales call. Think of your meeting with your member of Congress exactly the same way you would think of meeting with potential or existing customers. Same process, same steps for results. For the next few minutes, we're going to review 5 steps to make your voice heard and impact felt. Steps which will make your time preparing more effective. So let's go over the 5 steps.
Business people are sometimes intimidated when they are meeting with their elected officials. In almost every case, the businessman or woman knows far more than the legislator or staffer they're meeting with. Members of Congress have to know about hundreds of issues that affect their constituents.
You're the expert on your issue. Be specific. Be focused. Most meetings last about 10 minutes. Don't waste time speaking about things that really have no importance.
But don't be offended by the fact that you're going to meet with a 25-year-old staff member in many cases. That person is extremely important to your issue because that person will have the congressman or congresswoman's ear.
So sometimes the staff member is more important than the member. The member will listen to you, put it in his pocket, it'll go through the wash and they'll forget about it. The staff members follow up.
Always know something about the members of Congress you are going to see. Visit their websites, Google their names, review their voting records. Call your association's Washington staff to find out something about them. Treat them like you'd treat one of your biggest customers, because the more you know about them, the more comfortable your meeting will be when you get to D.C., and it will pay off big time.
Review the issues you will be discussing on Capitol Hill before you come to Washington. Your association has developed great material which will make your sales calls very effective. Treat this meeting like you treat selling one of your customers. Know the details of the product and have your talking points down cold. Ask yourself, what are some objections? And just like sales, answer those objections in your mind now before you get to Washington so you are ready.
In business, to close a deal, you have to ask for the order. In politics, we call that making the ask.
People need to go in asking for a vote or for a letter of support to an executive branch agency. They have to have a very specific thing, a purpose for the meeting.
Or if it's an issue that may or may not come up sometimes, you just want to register your opinion, make them aware of your perspective on the issue, and then follow up is important. Keep us informed on this.
Don't forget to report the results of your meeting. What was said? What was the reaction? Government relations staff will want to know exactly what was said and if there's any needed follow-up, and it's critical to make sure that you complete the follow-up.
You are going to be great when you arrive on Capitol Hill. If you can be successful in business, you will be successful in the nation's capital. Think of your time in Congress as making a sales call. Understand the environment. Know your customer. Be familiar with the product. Ask for the order. Report the results. When you get to Washington in the weeks ahead, your association will go over the issues and provide you with the latest updates so you're fully prepared for your meetings. Treat your Capitol Hill meeting like a sales call. Follow the 5 steps. It's a proven formula for success, and you will be great. Now, start preparing to get the order.